than friends, less than lovers, pals. Oh, yeah.
Summertime and the pals are easy. Well,
how about
define easy?
well,
Easy going.
easy to love.
Easy to love. Easy to say, I like those girls.
Easy to say, yeah, I'll go ahead and follow them on Instagram and or TikTok.
Yeah, easy to say.
Or YouTube.
I'll put my loving where my fingers are. Oh. Don't say that.
Anyways, pals.
Wow.
Welcome to the summer send-off.
Now, if you're saying summer ended weeks ago for me, not here.
Not here. Remember, time is an illusion, and we are dancing all up on it.
That's the slogan of Los Angeles.
Yeah, time is an illusion, and we're dancing all up on it.
Because it really is, for us, it's still hot.
It's still hot.
It's hot. It is still summer, exactly.
It'll probably be really hot in about 2 weeks, and we're getting ready for that.
We're getting
mentally there.
Best believe we are building fortresses up in the mind.
And also, it is still early September in our universe.
In our world, early September.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And we still, in my opinion, in our world, we have a lot of summer.
Not in your opinion, in fact.
So I'm sorry that it is kind of like, we are lying a little bit by being like, oh, summer send off, and then going to like live summer a couple more weeks. But
also no part of this is us even mourning summer, because summer's a mindset, remember? And also we love every season, I'd say equally. I'll say that. I don't think that we love, I think that we can appreciate each season equally. We have a good time with each vibe shift. Like, the sweaters and everything, but also we don't really have seasons as much here.
It's really hard to pick.
But it kind of helps because then you get the vibe of winter without the reality of winter.
That really
soul
helps.
Crushing.
I will say, I feel like growing up, I didn't really care about spring that much. Because I think I just was like, oh, it's warmer, but I also didn't mind winter. But I think as an adult, I'm like, oh, thank God. You know, like I'm ready for spring when it comes around. And I appreciate the flowers here, especially. Yeah.
I have always liked spring, I think, because for so long in Virginia, it would just be like ice. And it was having to pour water on your windshield in the mornings and everything. So the day when the sun was breaking and it felt warm, it was always like, yes. Yeah. Please.
Yeah.
But this is about summer. This episode, believe it or not
our minutes on spring.
Hey, we're gonna have a seasons episode. Let's be clear. Seasons of
this
love.
Oh, whoa.
Whoa.
We're really taking words and saying multiple ways to interpret them today.
There will be an episode eventually that does open with us doing 525,600 minutes.
That's when we figure out how to clone ourselves. Like once we figure out how to make digitally a couple of us here, it's over for you all. We're doing 5-part harmonies.
We did watch 3 Identical Strangers this week, and we actually can't get into it, but it was insane. And we did have the conversation of what if we found the clone of each other, we would freak out. I told Maddie she'd have to like really ease me into
Freaky
it.
Friday.
Yeah. Maddie would have to ease me into it because otherwise I'd be like, I'm going crazy. All right.
If you had another you or if you had another me.
If you had found the other me and called me up, I know that you would have to ease me into it at a certain point. You would have to get me there and then go, this is going to be crazy. It's real. You're not being pranked. Like I know that I know you'd handle the disclaimers well. Whereas for me,
I think I would handle having 2 yous well.
Yeah.
I think I would handle telling you well.
Yeah, no, I know you would. I think if I ran into a clone of you, I'm running full speed at this person who does not know me, picking them up, carrying them until we get to you.
I think I'm going to be excited, and then I'm going to need a good hour to myself.
Yeah, and then you're going to be, but I think
things are different.
I don't know how well I would handle if there was a clone of you, because I know that you guys would end up having like you would need to be alone together. You know, you'd have to catch up, and I think I'd be like,
I think I'd
2 Maddies, but now the 2 Maddies are hanging out all the time.
You're like, I have to take out one of them.
This is our summer send-off episode, guys. It's not about 3 identical strangers, okay? It's our summer send-off.
Now, I'll get us started.
Please do.
So we are going to kick it off by talking about our bucket list that we set a few months ago at the beginning of summer, and then
Publicly.
we took August off. But the thing is, what you guys do need to know, disclaimer, a lot of August we did not spend together because...
Heartbreaking, yes.
I know, it is really sad, but because I was home for a week and then she was home for a week, and so that's 2 weeks of not being together, which is honestly tough.
It was not fun for us. I think we handled it well, and I think we were both doing things that were very fun while we were over there, and we knew
so we got to be happy for the other one too.
Yeah, but it was also a lot of just being like, brother, I miss you.
And being like, brother, you gotta get home. I'm tired of saying your name to other people. Come on. Get out.
Come on back. My family's gonna really start wondering about our dynamic if I keep talking about you. Come on back.
It's so hard.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I get
That's
it.
why Pals is so useful, because I'm like, no, she is more than a friend, but she is less than a lover.
And I don't know how else to convince you of that. You can think what you want to think, but I'm telling you what I'm telling you.
We had our bucket list, though.
We're going to get through it.
We're going to tell you, we're going to catch you up on our bucket list. We're going to, hold ourselves accountable, but also just celebrate with you all.
See how we did. And this is going to be raw, and this is going to be honest. An honest look at our bucket list, our summer bucket list.
Yeah.
Because it's exciting.
It's exciting to get to the end of a season, a literal season, and to just kind of look back and be like, what all did we accomplish?
What did we accomplish? So to start it off, one of the things that we said we wanted to accomplish this summer was more picnics.
Luckily, Maddie had purchased for me for my birthday an incredible, guys, I mean incredible picnic basket that has like plates and cutlery and like multiple trays, and it's really big, and it has a big strap that you can wear it with. And that was really the engine behind this one.
Yeah, it did.
Because we did it.
It was very motivating to be like, I don't have to search for what bag is going to work to fit like food and drinks and like have all the stuff I need.
Boom.
It's
basket.
It's here. Guys, if you want to get a gift for your friends, be a little selfish with it. I was like, I want that basket. Yeah. And if it's in my house and it's Millicent's I know we're all sharing it. Yeah. It's a house gift. Yeah. And we took it places.
We did.
We took it to the beach.
We took it to the beach a couple of times.
Yeah, for some birthday parties.
Yeah. It was an ideal basket for it. But one of the beach days that we took it for...
Our dear Lucy.
Our dear sweet Lucy. We went to the Malibu. We went to...
El Matador. She had never been to Malibu, Lucy. And so we said, let us take you.
Get in here. Let's go.
On. We were hyping it up to her.
Yeah, we had our friends Ben and Bree joining us.
Which, delightful.
What a collab.
If you knew him, you'd know.
Yeah.
It's a good time. We get there. That was, and spoiler, when we talked about the kites the other day.
It was this beach. It was this day when the kite was happening. There was a lot happening here. But
Full
something
circle.
to know about El Matador Beach is that it is like down it. You have to go down a lot of stairs. Because it's like a cliff. And then there's the beach down below. And it's beautiful. But it is so many stairs.
Best believe there is always a music video being shot there. A
engagement.
Pregnancy photo shoot.
Yeah.
Everybody's in white.
Yeah. Lots of white. Lots of Gap. Old Navy.
Gap and Old Navy thrive at El Matador.
They own El Matador.
They are in those sandy waters. So Lucy was dressed very appropriately for it, where she was wearing her bathing suit, but on top of it, she was wearing like a cool green shirt and like white creamy pants.
Linen.
Beautiful. Perfect for this.
Amazing. So we get down to the beach.
We hike down.
There's a lot of pebbles at one point. You kind of have to like make a decision. Am I going to go barefoot, or am I going to kind of like try and work over this?
Walking in sand is humiliating.
It is so embarrassing.
There's no good way to do it.
None.
Feel safe in that. I want to say that. I want to stand and say I don't feel good about it so that everyone else can feel okay with that.
I've never once felt like I have competent control of my limbs while walking in sand.
Just let me get where I'm going.
Yeah. And I'll say, to also put you at ease, as somebody who is also afraid of the perception of being seen while walking in sand, I never pay attention to other people walking in sand. I never once have like clocked anybody's mode of getting through sand. However you need to get through sand, that's your thing.
You know, it's awful when you have to walk to the trash can at the beach. And that's not, hey, put your trash in the trash can. That's not me saying don't do that. But being like, everybody's sitting over there and I gotta to the trash can. Try and open this.
Yeah, there's sunscreen dripping into my eyes. Anyways, we had a lovely day at that beach. We had a beautiful picnic. One thing about Ben and Bree is they're also going to bring the snacks.
Yeah.
Yeah, they had so many different
coming through.
types of beverages. It was really amazing.
They are mom and dad, very much so.
So while we were there, though, we first get to our spot and set up, and Lucy reveals the first blow, which was...
She had decided to, she was taking in the beach, she was taking in the sights, and she goes down to that water, she starts walking. Well, sometimes those waves just get you, and you aren't quite expecting it. And so the bottom of her white, and they actually were white jean, which is tough because they're a little thicker.
I was wrong.
It got a little sandy and a little wet. No biggie though, but
No
it's
biggie.
that kind of,
It
the
is
water
that
is like
sensory
you
thing,
can't not have sand,
and
if
it's
you're
the
in that water.
start of the afternoon. It is the start of the experience, and you're already starting off with a little sand.
A little wet jeans is not a good feeling.
Time passes. We sit down, and it is observed then that there is black. There's like black stuff on the bottom of Lucy's feet.
She goes, "Whoa, what is this?" At which time, Sydney, I didn't know this. Did you know this?
Yeah, I knew this.
Well, I didn't know this.
It's
So
it's at a lot of the Malibu beaches. There's like tar. And I know that might sound crazy. There's
Guys,
like,
we have tar pits in LA. It's like literally pits of tar.
and if it's like a really hot day, you're like, oh, the tar pits are raging right now, middle of the city.
It's a big open, and you might be like, surely I miss here. No,
No, it's a tar
big
pit.
hole of black tar. It's crazy.
The La Brea tar pits. Look it up.
And they have horrible like statues of mammoths being sucked in. It's
and
sad.
like a baby like on the side of the tar pit, like blowing its horn at its mother who's sinking in the tar pit, just
ain't
on the
right.
side of the road.
It ain't right.
Really good coffee carts though. Anyways,
So
Lucy
she
has the tar on her foot, and the thing is about the tar, you cannot get it off. You will not get it off.
It's not just like something water and scrubbing or like rubbing it out in the sand.
Or even like oil. It kind of just like has to take its
Sydney
time.
goes, our friend Sydney goes, "Oh, if you have baby oil, you can rub it off." And Lucy goes, "Great, I don't have that." So it's like, well, okay, we're all dirty anyway.
Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. It's the bottom of your feet.
So we're having a great time. We
Yeah.
have all the snacks. We're vibing. We're flying.
The kite gets lost at one point. We
you
see Brie Mac
remember
run
that.
full speed.
We go in the water. That was fun. Not
Mm-hmm.
too deep, just a little playing. And then we go to leave. At which time, Lucy does find out that
Just
she's got a little bird shit in her shoe.
like a fair amount, actually. And it feels as if it's crazy because we didn't all observe a bird at any point. doing it.
idea when
It had to be an aerial attack.
It must have been. But if we were looking up at the sky so much too, because we were looking at the kite.
Yeah,
These birds are sneaky.
they're really good at what they do, and
And
what
it
they
was
do
a little
is
like at this point, it was feeling like we were trying to pull a fast one on Lucy. Like
Yeah.
we brought her to this beach. We played Malibu by Miley Cyrus on the way there. Driving down the PCH in Malibu,
next to you, pointing at each other.
to you.
So that was
here's
tough for
Lucy.
our buddy. Yeah, but then we went
Sandy pants,
sandy pants, shit on the shoe,
shit on the shoe, tar on the foot.
That was tough. But other than that, though, we had a lot of lovely beach picnics.
Yeah.
And she bounced back too. We got that seafood.
She bounced back. We went to a lovely little restaurant. So that wasn't the only picnic though. You went watercoloring.
I went, with Jillian. We packed up a lot of the basket. Can also fit a lot of watercolor supplies, so I was able to fit like all of the stuff in there. And we went to the park for the day while you were out of town because we each were again out of town, so we entertained ourselves.
Which honestly, sometimes I think is good for us.
Yeah.
To push ourselves. So then when you were out of town, Tommy and Sydney and I went to Shakespeare in the Park. The best. Guys, I don't want to hype up living in a city too much, but it is awesome for so many. And not that small towns don't have this, but we have a free Shakespeare in the Park every summer in LA. It is truly one of my favorite things to do. They always add like a rap or a song into whatever the show is, and it's good and fun. Support local arts.
Yeah. Then another time, this wasn't a picnic in a park. This was, guys, we don't want to brag. This feels like we did, the Hollywood Bowl is a concert venue that is like amphitheater style outdoor, and you can bring in your own food. Like that is like one of the nicest things about it.
Which venues? Thank you.
Thank you.
The people want that.
Because it also brings such a vibe to see people like bring in like, so we ended up through a friend's job where in which there are a fair number of wealthy people who have like box seats to things. And let's be clear, we are not box seat people.
Don't hear this story and think, whoa, the pals got box seat money now.
So we did get, she was asked us, hey guys, this feels like a specific trap for us.
Yeah, it felt like something was gonna, like, we were gonna be brought into a flash mob or something.
She said, would anybody be interested in going? I have box like VIP seats at the bowl for Bugs Bunny at the bowl.
Yeah, you heard that right.
I don't need any more context to know I want that. I want that bad.
I could be back row at Bugs at the Bowl and say, of course.
And when
we've never sat in the box before.
No.
We are truly usually in the far back. And the nice part about the Hollywood Bowl is, like, there's a lot of open seats at a lot of concerts, so you can, like, move forward,
around. Yeah,
and people are
unless it's
chill
packed
about
out. Unless it's like
Don't
crazy
move if it's
packed out.
But, like, if there's a lot of room, but
Yeah.
box seats.
And typically when you are at the Hollywood, so we of course said yes, and it was a show in which they played Bugs Bunny cartoons, and it was what anniversary, the 75th?
Yeah, like
They've been doing
insane.
it for years. They play like old Looney Tunes, and then they have the live orchestra.
The full orchestra, symphony orchestra.
But also the main thing about the Hollywood Bowl is typically, if you're not VIP, you are parking a mile away, and you are walking uphill.
And listen, Jillian and I did that recently too while you were gone, and that we did get into a stranger's car and a stranger's cab that she called. She was a nice old woman named Miss Jean, but let me
So
tell
they
you,
thought.
Miss Jean put us through it. Yeah. So you're usually hiking.
Yeah.
And you're willing to make deals with strangers who say, you want to ride?
So when our car, we were in Papa's car, and we learned that, we get to park at the Hollywood Bowl. And guys, again, we're not trying to brag. We got to park at the Hollywood Bowl. We didn't have to walk up nothing.
We've never done this before.
We were gagged.
We were like, oh my God. So usually there is like a main parking lot, but then they go, no, you guys go up here, VIP parking. So we go, what? We're driving up. There's a little bit of like a higher parking lot way up because you got to hike up a hill for the bowl.
Papa
You're
was
going
like-
up and then sitting down.
Papa was like, my car going up to the VIP lot.
We get past the like kind of middle level and they're like, no, you keep going. We are like on top of the bowl.
It was crazy. Guys, it was amazing.
We get out. We get in.
So fast.
We're there.
Boom.
No lines, nothing.
It's these little boxes that are outdoor, and they have like this. It's pretty difficult. They're pretty small, but
Really
you
gotta
can
figure it
like
out.
pull out these like picnic tables that hinge onto the side of the doors. And we had brought our entire picnic basket, so we set up a lovely picnic for
had
Bugs at the Bowl.
little wine, little cheese. It truly, and I will say, we were really expressing our gratitude, like so much so that I was like, "Whoa, we might be starting to cause a disturbance because we were so excited to be
we were
here."
really excited.
If you are somebody who has box money, if you have Bugs at the Bowl box money, and you are sitting there complaining the whole time about how the steak you ordered isn't good and how the mashed potatoes weren't very flavorful, what are you doing? What are you doing at Bugs at the Bowl?
That's not the vibe for Bugs at the Bowl.
We were partying. We're sitting right next to, what's his name?
a Porky.
Porky
The
the
voice
Pig.
of Porky
The
Pig
Porky
was
the Pig
there.
is 2 boxes over.
He taught us
You're
all how to
sitting
do
here
the
waiting on
stutter.
her.
It was amazing.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. He goes up on stage and taught us the stutter. Couldn't be a more perfect night. Oh, wait. Yeah, it can. Because it wasn't over for us.
Because I work part-time. I do an occasional gig setting up for these large events in LA called Emo Night. It's awesome. They're great. The whole team is amazing. Regardless, it usually falls on the nights that we have Pals Night because it's on the first Fridays. So I'm never able to actually like go to the events. And this night, the team had been like, we were setting up all day, and it was what was the theme? Wasn't it the race car theme? Yeah. It was the race car like racing theme. I had spent all day setting it up. So they texted me and were like, are you actually going to come to the event tonight? And I was like, I got Bugs Bunny at the Bowl. But then my friends and I absolutely like just might. And they texted us and they were like, you're on the list. Like you have like all the names. Again, guys, we are not list people.
We're not used to this treatment. And it was like also, I think because typically getting out of a bowl show, it was like 10 p.m. and we were like, we're going to have to usually like hike a mile to get to our car. We didn't have to do that. And so we were like,
We got energy.
we got all this time.
We got time.
And we got VIP right down the street.
Yeah,
We'll
it was-
pop in, we'll pop
Yeah.
out.
We show up though, and it was awesome. We got like, I just thought that we were getting in. I didn't realize they were gonna like put us on like VIP, so they gave us little wristbands. Again, that is not us.
We were so shocked by that.
We were
already thought getting in for free rocked.
Me going up and being like, Melissa? And they were like, oh yeah, here. And they like gave it to us, and we were all kind of like walking in and then seeing everything. And it was cool to like actually see the event happening because I've been setting up.
I was so proud. Getting to go to your friend's work, nothing beats it. And being like, you did that? You built
I put that stack of tires right there for the race car theme. She was taking pictures of me with the stuff. She was like, go and stand with it.
I was gonna say it's so embarrassing. I feel like it's more embarrassing for me.
No, it
I was
sweet.
like, I have to take pictures.
It was sweet.
You can't see anything.
Yeah,
it's dark. It's a rave.
The event is crazy, by the way.
Like a mom,
guys. It's a massive, like 2-story venue.
Such good vibes. Like
it was awesome.
Everyone's there for such pure intentions, which is to dance to their feelings.
Dance
out.
or die.
Let's go.
So we get there. We're in this alleyway at one point, and I see the girl that I work with, and she was like, "Oh, you guys can come on stage with your wristbands," and we were like, "What?" And she was like, "Yeah, you got to come up to like the VIP section. This is just like the normal section." We were like, "Okay."
So again, guys, what this place is like it's like a concert venue almost. Like it is. So it's like
it's a massive.
It's an open dance floor. Like there's not seats down there.
The first floor.
And then on the stage, there's a bunch of people and there's like a DJ and everybody's dancing around the DJ. Where are the people dancing around the DJ?
Us realizing, oh my gosh, no, we're literally on the stage. We're looking out because we kept walking and waiting to get stopped. And then we
were there. Who did we wait for? Guys, we were going to pop in, pop out. And then we were there. We were dancing earnestly for like an hour and a half.
It was great.
Like,
and also everybody, I will say, everybody there was dancing. People were dancing. It rocked.
The music was all like middle school emo rock that we like loved. So it was so fun. But then
then I said to my friend who also works there, I was like, hey, we're probably going to head out. This was awesome. Great to see you. And she goes, I wouldn't leave. And I was like, why? And she was like, Lil Wayne's going to be here in a minute. And we were like, what?
And it's already so late, guys.
Again,
for us, also, we did the thing. It's probably 12:30 now.
Yeah.
12:45.
Also, again, us on stage with Lil Wayne.
And we've been dancing hard for about an hour and a half, coming off the high of Bugs at the Bowl.
Dripping in sweat. Oh, dripping in sweat.
So we're like, okay, we'll wait. It's a minute.
It's a minute.
It's like another probably 20 minutes. Everyone's like, he's coming, he's coming, he's coming. The anticipation's really building. Everyone's like,
yeah.
Wayne's coming. But they're still dancing. They're still whatever. He finally comes out.
Mm-hmm.
He's singing, reveal, not his own music.
No, it was somebody that was signed on his label and had just released a new song, so he was showing up to support her.
And he was featured on it, on the song.
He was there.
She stands up. She's doing great. The girl who released the song, she was really performing. She did a great job. I'm so sorry, I do not remember her name. But she was doing a great job. Reveal, we're going, well, Lil Wayne's, he's sitting back here. He's just sitting. Like anyone who's not exactly where we're standing would not be able to see him. Like,
oh, he's on his phone.
Oh, he's just scrolling. Is he singing, or are they just playing him over the? Oh, he is singing. He has a microphone.
He holds the microphone up to his mouth. He's just swiping on his phone.
Guys,
though,
we're not
while
joking. He was sitting like this behind her. She's standing kind of on this like DJ booth. Like they were all standing on the DJ like table. He's sitting on behind her, just going like this, rapping his verse. Gets up. Song's over. Gets up. Leaves. And that was like, is that a life worth living?
Also, like, you showing up to support this person, you're already here. Support this
person. Like, come on.
Lil Wayne.
Lil Wayne, I expected you to have at least a little fun.
Anyways, that was that. So that was all of our picnics. We only got through our first bucket list item.
No. I think we can, you want to pause?
I think that we'll pause and we'll blaze through the rest.
Yeah,
guys. Because that was our picnic, but also that one did go. That was a summer highlight. We actually kind of added it in. But that was our VIP night. That was our VIP
and we wanted to tell you about that.
And not in a way of bragging, just in a way of, isn't that silly? Like,
but
can't
imagine
express
us
this enough.
on stage, surrounded by everybody in all black. Us coming from Bugs at the Bowl. Papa was wearing her Looney Tunes jersey. Oh no, she had changed.
Yeah, because we were like, we had to pull out some outfits because she was like, I don't want to go to emo night wearing a Looney Tune, and that's so fair. Because again,
I also think it would have crushed because it was like NASCAR night. Like it was fun.
Yeah, I had like a checkered shirt that worked for NASCAR.
Yeah,
it was very. And we had just seen F1, so that was a big deal. But more on F1 later. We'll be right back with the rest of our bucket list. Summertime. And the pals are back. Isn't that good?
We just now thought.
Listen, guys, we're gonna blade. We did not mean to yap that much about picnics and the things that followed that. We were supposed.
We were having
fun.
fun.
We were actually supposed to get through the whole bucket list real quick. So we're actually just gonna do that now. Because I don't remember.
We planned.
We
guys.
did. We wrote it down. You've seen our notebooks. We
Don't
have them.
Screenshot that. So here's what else happened on our bucket list. We had planned to swim in a waterfall.
Boom.
We did it.
that.
I think I really can't remember if we talked to you guys about this. Did we tell you about the bear? We saw a bear.
We saw a bear. We went on a hike. It was probably, I think we did talk about it because it was the best hike we'd gone on yet.
Talked about it.
Anyways, but we did swim in a waterfall, so that was checked off.
Check.
And it was lovely, and we saw a bear.
We saw a bear. We got Ubatuba, which was really good too.
Ubatuba first time. It was awesome. Acai place.
Porches. We wanted to get onto
Strangers' porches
in our neighborhood.
We had even boasted about like talking to a couple of people. Here's the thing. Travel again, okay? And also, can't stress this enough, not lying.
We're going. And now you might be like, yeah. No, literally tomorrow, I have the text.
And I have it on my calendar.
We are going. We're walking down the street to two of our neighbors' houses that we met when we were out walking around.
Mm-hmm.
They're a lovely couple that's invited us to their book club twice, and we have been busy.
And also, to be fair, their books for book club, when we caught them the first time, was a pretty big book.
It was a big one.
And it was like a week away.
Yeah, and we were like, we were busy. But we were like, we still want to hang out with you guys.
Desperately.
We texted, and they were like, absolutely come over. People are willing to hang.
They want to hang, guys. So we're doing that literally tomorrow night. And if you stick around at the end of this episode, we will record a video of ourselves directly after.
We promise. We're going to record ourselves like walking home.
Yeah. And we're not going to take any videos there because that's that's a nightmare.
We want to be able to live.
Yeah. We want to be
and
able
we
to
want to not have to,
Trust, we'll tell you, we'll paint a picture for you after, okay? So we will record that. So stick around at the end of this.
Another thing we wanted to do was frolicking. We wanted to frolic more. And now, last night, when we were planning, we were trying to think of like specific frolicking instances because we did go dancing quite a few times.
Yes. We dance frequently.
Yeah, outside of doing like actually going to dancing nights out here, we are just kind of dancing a lot.
Trust, we are dancers.
Trust.
Not in a technical sense.
No.
In a spiritual one.
And I want to give this to all of you. You are dancers. Wow. Are we human or are we dancer?
Have you ever asked yourself that?
Give it a go. Can I tell you?
Tell me.
I've been dancing when my alarm clock goes off in the morning. Is that too vulnerable?
No, I love that.
It's very nice because my alarm clock right now is dog days because it's just a very pleasant one. It's a very like
and it starts nice.
Yeah, I have no like distinctive emotional memories other than just like happy when I listen to that song. So I'm not like, oh, this takes me back to whatever. I mean, a little bit, but more just like it's fun.
And by waking up and dancing to it, you're keeping yourself from hating the song eventually.
Yeah. Every time I do it, it's like I'm not mad I did that.
No.
It feels really
You'll never
good.
be mad that you danced for a minute.
No.
And if you're ever looking for a song to dance to, Florence and the Machine, any album.
I'm gonna get that tattooed on my arm. You'll never be mad you danced for a minute.
So just in terms of frolicking, I think that in our brains, maybe when we said it, it was like in an open field or like something like that.
I do think we had our hearts set on a field. It's honestly hard to find fields out here.
Yeah. I was in a field recently in Virginia, though, and I did a little bit of romping. Absolutely.
That's great. Some romping.
Yeah. And also we have our backyard that we're dancing in frequently. So.
We are dancing. That's what I'm saying. Like, we are just dancing around.
So, guys, just trust, okay?
Trust. We're dancing. We're frolicking.
Now, number 5, surfing. Guys.
Listen.
Stop.
Stop it.
You're going to be like, they don't even want to surf. We do.
We do. We really do. It's just.
It's like a whole thing.
There's
so much.
We don't own surfboards.
We don't own wetsuits.
We don't own wetsuits.
We have a bad.
Have if I'm not wearing a wetsuit, I am naked first fall, and that's a given. Even if I'm wearing a one piece, it's off of me.
Well, so it's like the wetsuit. Just something about it makes you feel impermeable in the water.
Yeah.
But getting a wetsuit on, I think we've probably told the story before because it was so traumatic for both of us. We once, both of us, probably it took 20 minutes and 3 people to get the 2 of us into our respective wetsuits
Guys, let me
on
tell you.
Catalina Island.
Standing on a dock where people are eating, and you are at the little shack.
Boats are pulling up, like whole cruises of people on top of
day
boats.
trips are visiting.
Yeah, you're on the
senior
pier.
centers are rolling up, and a 21-year-old who is raising his 2 younger brothers alone on a boat
Named
and Catalina
Stone?
Island.
Was it Stone?
Stone
It was,
is,
yeah.
and your other friend Tony are on either side of you, hoisting a wetsuit. Your feet are off the ground.
Fully off the ground.
Let me tell
The
you
both
that.
of us.
That changes your perspective on life.
Getting
But the whiplash of getting in the water and being like, this might be one of the most magical experiences I've ever had.
It was incredible snorkel. Is it snorkeling?
Yeah, snorkeling.
Snorkeling.
So we've done that.
Yeah, we've done that part. And I have surfed before, and you have surfed before, right?
No. And Millicent, can I say, I think it's going to be tough for me. That's why I'm saying there's going to be no videos. There's gonna, maybe
yeah.
some photos, but I
So,
need to know that I could just
Can you
try.
just, at least in this moment of being like 2 years in a row now they haven't surfed, can you at least be grateful that we're not lying to you? Because we could easily just be like, we didn't get pictures, but we surfed. We could lie right now. People lie on the internet all the time.
But we're being honest. We haven't surfed. We sent text messages about
We
surfing.
did.
Not to each other. Well, to each other in a group chat, but to somebody else
With
about
our buddy
surfing.
that can surf. Did we follow up? No, we forgot. Because I was going out of town again. She was out of town. Then I was out of town. And then he was out of town.
So everybody's been out of town. So how will we possibly have time to surf?
Okay.
We're gonna do it.
We promise, guys. Truly, we will. And when we do, who knows? Maybe because we've made you wrapping your
We watched Grey Gardens
Yeah.
this weekend. Huge for us.
huge wild documentary. These shawls slash little robes slash
Yeah.
version of a kimono potentially, who knows, were a gift to me this summer from a
Yeah.
older woman that I work for.
And very
And,
grateful for that.
She was like, do you want those? And I was like, yeah,
They're really lovely.
yeah, I do want those. Thank you, Diana.
And our pal shirts.
Yeah.
We made.
So anyways, guys, that was all of that. Those were like the 5 key bucket list items that we'd put on there.
And that was our raw, honest telling you how it went.
So look, when we are saying all of this stuff, like sending your bucket list stuff, we're not asking for perfection.
And we don't want you guys to be like, you're not doing. You told us so. You're not doing it. No, we're setting these goals for ourselves.
And also
too.
the ones that we did do were great. And also a bucket list too, having like a time constraint on it, it's like, no, this is like a summer rolling bucket list. Okay.
And again, we've still got time.
We do. Maybe we will surf.
You're never
you don't
gonna-
know.
What did you say? You're never gonna. You're never
Regret-
gonna regret a minute dancing.
You spent dancing or-
dancing.
So
I'll look back at it.
Yeah.
But we also did other things this summer. Like there was a lot to rejoice outside of just our bucket lists. We went to an indie horror short party,
like a
Screening?
premiere screening thing. It was basically this group of people that it's like a community horror like
indie
production
horror
company
filmmakers.
kind of group that all get together and like share their films and platform like other stuff and hold their own festivals. And I guess they're having a Halloween festival on Halloween this year.
Fun.
But we were looking for something to do on a Friday night, and it's one of our favorite venues. And so we were looking at it, and we found it, and it was literally called it was like a beach
Like the summer
slasher,
screamer or something like that.
summer scream slasher. So it was like
and it
the
had
whole
it was like come dressed like something beach or like scary
bloody,
bloody beach.
They gave a couple of bullet points.
Yeah.
I'll say this: I think we were the bloodiest people there. I think
Guys, we're not trying to do this. We honestly,
You said bloody. We have I'm sorry, we live with a props master who has literal gallons of
pulled
fake
out-
blood.
Guys, there is a huge tub over there that's just labeled blood. And inside of it, I'm not joking, is a gallon of blood. We honestly didn't even do that much.
No. But then we get there and we were like, again.
And also, we were in Hawaiian shirts. We were like, okay, we'll do like Hawaiian shirts and look like kind of maybe a shark attack type thing.
Yeah, like it was on the beach and
But trying to play it casual, hardly anyone else was even in a Hawaiian shirt. We were like, it's a summer party, folks, at an outdoor venue.
yeah.
But okay.
It was very fun though. We had a really good time. And
we
also
truly had a great time.
We got, and we can't go too much into it, but we did there. They had a bunch of local sponsors and vendors that were like all horror related because again, if you're in or around LA, primarily in Burbank, you are going to have a lot of like, there's like a horror bodega. There's like multiple Halloween stores. It's a Halloween town.
It's a Halloween town.
But we found a vendor that was a horror bookstore and they had an entire shelf
of Goosebumps books.
Which,
you guys, we truly have been trying to get a version of a
the day
Goosebumps
before.
book. The day before, I was on Facebook Marketplace searching for this.
I was calling local bookstores asking for it.
When was the last time you searched for a Goosebumps Choose Your Own Adventure book? It's been a minute, huh?
No, it's been a second.
Did that, and then the next day, a way to easily purchase one for what, like $10?
And they had multiple
support
options.
local?
It was awesome. It was great.
For two girlies? It was incredible. And then we watched the movies. They were really good. They were
fun.
Shorts.
Yeah, they were all just like horror shorts, different types of like it was really a good time.
Fun watching. And then people like danced and hung out, and afterwards we had all of our buddies there. So we did that.
It was a good time. Another thing that we did was this was actually like literally this past weekend. We called it, we were like, you had really birthed the idea.
Well, yeah, Jillian and I have been discussing, usually Thursday, Jillian and I are having a round table about what the weekend's going to look like. And so she was being like, we could go do Topgolf because we still had talked about, we had put that on our group summer bucket list early on, but we had not done it yet. And it was like, that's a fairly easy thing to do. You just kind of show up and do it. And so then Lucy texted me Saturday morning, said, what we doing? And we said, okay. Here's the thing. We love to have a fun little name. Let's go swinging Saturday. Not like that. Don't be weird.
Don't be weird.
We said, let's start our morning. We'll get some acai. We'll go to the batting cage. Our batting cage is pretty cheap.
Yeah.
Support local batting cages. You guys, you could just go.
Yeah. It's literally like, I think it was like $10 for the whole time we were there.
For like 50 balls and just for like us to all
we didn't start there. We ended up having to reroute it. But
there was a party there. We rerouted. No, ain't no thing.
We
walk in. They say, hey, we'll be back open at 4. It's a private party until then.
And then it was like, that makes sense why all the 3 feet children are running around right now.
Yeah.
There's like a whole horde of them. Yeah, that makes a lot more sense that there's a birthday party
We'll
happening.
wait. So we go, let's go Topgolf. We head on over to Topgolf.
We'd never gone before. I'd never swung a golf club.
Yeah. It was we've been doing a lot of firsts this summer, you guys.
Yeah. Then from the golf club, we went and we actually got to go back to the batting cages.
Everyone at the Topgolf was so nice.
Everybody there really was. And those tater tots were incredible.
Yeah.
We did Topgolf. Then we went to the batting cages.
I hurt myself.
Then, oh no. Oh, yeah.
At Topgolf, guys,
Topgolf.
I was really scared I was going to fall off that edge. I was gripping that club real hard.
I don't think I understood just how kind of like above everything and without net
it's
are
almost
at Topgolf.
Star Wars like.
Yeah.
Like you feel like you're and because you're at the edge right there. That first swing, I was like,
yeah,
I for sure am going over on that net.
The
at some
tech
point.
on that is crazy. What do you mean you can like watch my ball? I don't understand it. Then we go to the batting cages. Then from the batting cages, we go.
You guys, you're probably like, wow, it's a lot of swinging. They did it.
2 different swinging.
There's more.
Because then we split up for momentarily because we needed to all go get supplies.
From our
reconvened
homes,
at Lucy's house. Walked to the park where we played tennis.
Yeah.
Third swing.
Third swing, baby.
Then, I mean, we're already at the park.
Well, we needed a little din-din.
Need a little din-din.
So, did you have something else?
No, there was one more swing.
What's the other swing?
After the tennis, we were at the park and we went and got on the actual swings.
Oh! Guys, there's so many swings. I forgot one of them. We went on the swings. We did that for probably only 5 minutes, and we were like, "Oh, there are children."
We
who wanna
did
use
find,
this. We'll go."
a kid. When a kid walked up, we were like, "All right,
okay,
we'll
it's
darn
that
it."
time.
But there was a mommy and me swing that we figured out how to swing on together, which was really fun.
The photos are horrifying, but
truly horrifying.
It was really exciting to figure it out. Then we go and we swing
by
to
a
local little hut to pick up food. I mentioned that to somebody, and they go, "That's the second time you've mentioned a hut today. You've really been hutting it up lately."
What was the first hut? Pizza?
No, I haven't been to Pizza Hut. First hut. That's
hut.
our horror
What
movie.
was
The first
hut?
hut. We don't talk about the first.
And
hut.
then after that, we concluded the swinging night. So just so you're keeping up, swung golf clubs.
1,
Swung baseball bats.
2,
Swung tennis rackets.
12,
Swung on the swings.
4.
And to round it all out,
Swung by to get food.
swung by to get food. Oh, yeah. And then number 6, we watched Challengers.
which is a tennis movie, if you're not familiar.
And some would say a swinging movie.
And some would say a swinging movie, which, if you haven't seen it, Jillian had also not seen it, and it was very exciting to watch it for the first time with somebody. Soundtrack, rocking.
Insane.
If you want a hype morning, listen to the Challenger soundtrack. So, big summer Saturday for us.
Yeah, big summer Saturday.
And it
awesome.
was, honestly, it was a little hot out, but the activities we were doing weren't putting us right in the sun. Like, it was very pleasant to be outside.
And then another highlight from our summer was also recent. We went to go see Hamilton, the 10th anniversary, like, in theaters screening. And there's something that we noticed at the theater.
We're getting into it now.
I think we just, like, should.
And then we'll talk about Hamilton after.
Well, we can talk about Hamilton first. Well, it is Hamilton, though.
I'm just saying, do we talk about our experience watching the show, enjoyment-wise, or do we talk about what we want to say?
I think, okay, well, blanket, of course we had a great time watching the Hamilton.
Yeah. And I'll tell you, we got some good stuff. It was fun.
It was a really good time. But we were very back row of the theater.
Which we were excited about.
We love it, because it's, like, kind of fun to, like, get to watch the whole room, right?
Except
when you're that high up,
you are seeing every little phone light that is on. Can I say that makes me sad?
Guys,
That makes me real sad.
if you cannot go 60 minutes before you go for a bathroom break and you can look, or 90 minutes without opening your phone, and by the way, any person behind you in a movie theater can see exactly what you're doing on your phone.
Everything. No matter how low your light is, it's so bright. So, you guys, we had these teenagers in front of us who were on their phones the whole time. But
Literally the whole
they
time.
were singing along to the song. And it was like, well, you're clearly a fan of this. Watch it.
And it wasn't just that they were texting. It was like one girl took a FaceTime audio call, like
crazy,
literally
you
first
guys.
10 minutes. She accepted a call and was holding it up to her ear. And we're just sitting back there aghast. Just
Being
like, what is
surely
happening?
She's going to realize at some point that this is insane, that she's doing this. Or maybe like something is going on for a minute that she needs to figure something out. And she's going to either exit or...
Yeah. If it's that part of a call that you have to take it in a movie theater, step out of the movie theater.
It's on and off for the whole first hour and a half.
And she has her phone up in the cup holder, facing up. Do not disturb is not on. So her phone is just constantly lighting up.
Then there's intermission, and we go, okay, they're gonna go.
Yeah. Also, they were literally watching TikToks. They both had headphones and were sitting close, talking, watching TikToks during the movie.
By the way, this is a movie that's on Disney Plus. You can get a Disney Plus subscription for less than you paid a ticket to see it in theaters. Be here for the theater.
Yeah. It would also be an entirely different thing if you and your friends were like really having a good time singing and you were filming that. Even that, I would be like, I get
okay,
that
they're
you're
having a great
capturing this
time.
thing for yourself. But to literally just be, and also I was watching because you were directly in front of me. Your Twitter and your Instagram and everything wasn't loading because we were in a theater. They were just looking at the same 7 tweets.
I want to do a good cop, bad cop here. If this is you, and I want you to be really honest with yourself here, because I also think adults are very guilty of this, but I think the younger generation has been truly conditioned as children to be this way. If this is you, and you can't go more than 90 minutes, you need to be really honest with yourself. And you need to start practicing putting your phone away.
Because the movies is the perfect time to practice it.
Tell your brain, all I've got to do is watch this thing and think about this thing.
And if there's ever a part of you that's like, it's not that big of a deal, ask yourself why every single movie theater ever has a thing beforehand being like, turn off your phone.
This is why
don't ruin the magic.
I love a lot of the indie theaters. Support indie theaters in your hometown or in LA. LA has the New Beverly Cinema that is like an indie theater, and it's so nice because at the beginning of the movie, he is like, the announcer guy is like, do not take your phone out. We seriously will kick you out. It is once, and you have to either just immediately exit or you are kicked out.
Yeah. Truly. Because, guys, and then one woman told, because it was a whole row. It wasn't just the 2 girls. It was truly an entire row of
Like a
girls
group.
and guys.
Yeah.
A mom in our row had leaned forward at one point and said, please put your phones away. And the guys did, but I don't think it reached the end of the row. Because, again, it was a whole sea of them on their phones.
Yeah. And it's a movie theater. It's loud. People are singing. They're saying Hamilton's telling us about the making of the founding of our country,
the birth of a nation. So then at one point I tried to just in a casual way, I literally leaned forward and I was like, y'all. And then that didn't work. And I said, girls. And that made me feel 100 years old. And then I think I just tried one more time, like, guys. And that didn't work either. I tried just about every pronoun option that was possible. And they responded to none of them. And then at one point, and I don't want to out you as being the one that did it, but you did finally.
I'll be outed. I have no. Because
they were talking
trying to
on
live an
TikTok.
honest life here, and I truly was like, I think they need to hear this. They need if they don't have anybody in their lives telling them to put their phones down, I'll do it.
Guys, it was during It's Quiet Uptown.
They had every chance to. That's the thing. I feel like with us, we're giving you every chance to do the right thing. Every chance. And we
probably
waited.
Too many.
We gave you the whole first act and intermission to leave. You came back. You're still on your phone. There's people on stage as performers sobbing. And I'm not trying to be too high and mighty about the theater, but respect that craft.
And we had also literally at intermission, somebody in our row, I had heard them stand up, and it was a mom, and she was like pretty upset, and she was like, we couldn't afford to see this in the theater. This is the experience we have, and they can't get off their phones. And she like left, and I think took pictures of their row, and me sitting at the behind the row that she's taking pictures of, and being like, yeah.
And the theater didn't do anything. So it was like, it truly felt like the Thanos of the like, fine, I'll do it myself. So again, it's a quiet scene. They are talking. I said, I got to hit him with the double whammy. I got to get him when they're, because they're talking and on their phone a lot. So I said, I'll do it when they're doing both.
Holding their phones up, like zooming in on stuff, talking like full volume.
There are people on stage singing about the grief of losing a child. And these people are on their phone watching a TikTok. So I lean forward and try and hit him with the shush. Again, this is your last chance. We're giving you every chance. I shush. It does nothing. It permeates nothing. I go, put the phones away.
That's the daughter of a teacher right there.
They put it down. And then the woman who had been fighting the good fight down on the other end, guys, faster, before I was even back in my seat, goes, thank you. She was on. And this, I'll say, in defense of Karen's, because I think there's an alternate universe where she gets labeled as a Karen.
Yeah. They probably viewed her as such.
But it was like,
that was not a Karen. That was a Karen. That was a Karen.
Whoa, what's that?
It was a parent in another situation that cared and was like, hey, hey.
Were you meaning that?
Not at first.
Whoa, brother, that's really good.
Because there's Karen
who cares.
A Karen is like what you think of as a Karen is self-righteous. By the way, my mom has a friend named Karen who's so sweet, and she was like, I just feel
my
so
aunt's
bad.
a Karen, and she's very sad about
I think
it,
you guys really meant the Kates because it was originally John and Kate plus 8. I feel like she was like one of the originals. Anyways,
but I feel like there are women, there are moms who have learned to stand up for themselves, and
especially with kids who have kids
who choose to stand up for like what's right in public situations, and it's like,
yeah, because none of the, and I again hate being like those none of those kids had like a parent. They were there. Obviously, I guess they've been dropped off, and so I think that in those situations, her leaning forward and being like, "Put your phones away." Nobody else was going to do it, but everybody else wanted somebody to do something, and like.
And again, if you are somebody who is like that, like I want you, if you trust us on one thing, if you trust the pals on one thing, you're going to be living a better life if you're putting that phone down. If you're feeling stuck, put it down. When you are released from its clutches just a little bit, you're going to breathe a little.
But the musical was really fun, and they had a thing at the beginning being like, sing along, and it was cute because our theater wasn't full-blown like singing, but everybody was kind of singing under their breaths, and it was really cute.
The intro was very cool. Like, it was, and again, people make fun of, and listen, Lin-Manuel Miranda is obviously, he's the king of cringe. But guys, you gotta let cringy kids make good art.
Yeah, it's also like, I'm sorry, you guys platformed the theater kid.
And it's like,
and then you get mad at him for being a theater kid? No!
And weirdly enough, I don't think I quite knew the journey that Hamilton took.
No.
I didn't realize like how it had started and like how it built. And again, but it was so cool to see like the guy who plays George Washington, Christopher, I can't remember his last name. But him, like I saw an interview of him being like, what would you say to yourself 10 years ago? Like when they were starting Hamilton on Broadway, and he was like, I just think like don't do anything different. Like live honestly. Like live in. And he was like, and support your friends. Like he was like, and like come alongside your friends who are making things. And that was really exciting to like see somebody who was I think they all just were so pure in their intention of being like, we love this piece of art and like want people to see it.
And also so purely grateful too. And so much of them too were like, my friend who always like does weird projects called me up, and I thought that sounds really weird, but I'm in because it's my friend and I'm in with whatever he does, and it was just really cool.
Support live theater, you guys. It's truly such a special.
And if you can't support live theater on that level, go to the theater and watch it. And if you would like to be on your phone, consider streaming it at home. Please?
Please.
Consider streaming it at home. It's actually a cheaper option.
And that's our PSA.
That's our PSA.
Go
Please
see Hamilton. I think it is still. Well, I
Yeah.
don't know if it'll still be in theaters. But
It was fun. It was fun. And also, they have a message at the beginning being like, sing along, go crazy. So,
have fun.
yeah. I think those were our key.
We're done.
Yeah. Guys.
We'll
And when we get back, we're going to hear some stories from some pals that wrote and pulled. And
we might have some stories. I just want to ask, we wanted to know, actually. We wanted to ask your all's opinion. Are these too much?
Maddie is, for our audio listeners, Maddie is wearing a pair of sunglasses that are, you've probably seen these sunglasses before. They're like the daisies that they're circular and the shade is like the middle of the daisy. It's a big old flower.
Didn't Ben and Bree bring these?
Yeah, I think they did.
So brought by a friend. We love them. They're very fun. Melissa and I were like, let's do some sunglasses for the last one. It's our summer send-off. Let's wear some sunnies. But then we tried these and we both were like, is this overkill?
And to be fair, it started out on my face. I really did not like the sensation of them on my face at this time.
And obviously, no sweat. We've got plenty of other sunglass options. Presented her with these. So I do have an alternate option that I would like to show you.
And I've worn those many a time. I love those glasses. Now, I think she looks cool. I think it's these. I just think it's these.
Okay.
Like, as you have done it this time, I do think it's these. And I'm sorry if you had an answer. It's actually kind of impossible for us to communicate with you in this exact moment.
Give these to him. Yeah. So thank you for that. We really needed to work through that.
Yeah.
We've actually kind of just been vibing in here for about 20 minutes because our yard guys came in. They were mowing and weed whacking. So we said
they were whacking up a storm out there.
Right.
I tell you. Yeah, just
so
like
we've been chit-chatting, we've been hanging out.
Vibing. Straight vibing.
Yep. But we got more to say.
But actually, you had more to say.
Oh, that's right. Ladies and gentlemen, we have our dear sweet mail with us today.
Because we have he informed us that he has two envelopes in particular that while he was munching on, he thought, these could be fun for you to read. I think you'd like
this could be
these.
fun. This could be really fun. So we've got some letters from you.
Yes.
That we're going to read.
So mail. Do you want to grab the first one?
And just remember, he's not in pain. This is
He's fine with it. All right. Thank you.
This one?
Yep.
Wow. To the pals from a pal.
Wow.
Okay.
Tradition. Let's see. What does it say?
Wow. Okay. Now, did they say we can say... Okay. First name, Jessie. Hi, Jessie.
Hi, Jessie.
Can I say I love how this name is spelled? Jessie. And maybe that's because it's just like kind of like a...
It's kind of like
a
it makes the most
purple
sense.
of Maddie. Does that make sense?
It does. Wow.
Thank you. Subject, summer bucket list and hosting suggestion. Now that gets us excited. This is what they said. Hi, pals. I hope you're having a great summer.
We did.
Seeing your post, I realized I actually did get a lot of things I wanted to accomplish done this summer. Amazing. I went to a baseball game. Rocking.
Love.
Quintessential summer.
Love.
And of course, had to get a swirl custard in a helmet ball.
Yeah.
So you went to a baseball game and you did a baseball game.
You did the baseball game.
Wow.
Yeah. The custard and the helmet bowls always
That's
rock.
incredible. Never going to regret that.
Yeah.
Spent time with my family down the shore. Oh, which
Down
shore?
the shore.
Oh my gosh. Let us know. Which
So
shore? Which shore?
Which one is it?
Did you see that it was the Labor Day episode of Jersey Shore when they were like, we got to get all these juice heads out here. It's like that really famous one. You guys remember when we were really into Jersey Shore?
Take me back.
So they were spending time at the shore, connected with nature more, explored the parks around me, love, took pictures of my day-to-day life, incredible, got a cute haircut, oh my gosh.
That hits.
Got a library card, incredible, and then bought a house.
Okay.
Insane. Buying a house did consume a lot of my time this summer between packing, moving, furniture, shopping, trying to make it feel more like home. So I feel like I missed out on some free time to do fun things. It honestly doesn't sound like it.
Doesn't sound like it. It sounds like you ended with a big bang.
Sounds like you really
you
crushed
own
it.
a home.
That's insane. So now that my husband and I have a space to have people over and entertain, do you have any suggestions on get-togethers to host, themes, activities, reasons to gather the pals? Wishing you all the best.
Wow.
Thank you, Jesse. It congratulations. Sounds like you crushed summer.
Yeah.
Like an
Sounds like
absolute
you kind of
home
like
run.
destroyed that. Hit it out of the park.
So you had a swing in summer.
As for hosting suggestions, in the very, very near future, actually, there will be some ideas tossed at you.
Oh, yeah. We've got one coming. I didn't know if we wanted
future.
to. Do we want to tell them now? Or we want to wait?
We'll wait.
Sorry. But
it'll be like the next. Yeah.
For something to do.
Yeah.
Just wait. Okay.
We also have some summer selections later that we'll be talking about.
Yeah.
That are some suggestions as well.
Oh, and did we want to take our phone call actually now?
That's right.
Uh-oh.
We got a little phone call. Uh-oh.
That we would like to play for you.
A second yesterday, I did think that our Google phone number had expired because they sent me an email saying that if I didn't make a call, for some reason they wanted me to make a call, I guess. Like we were getting calls, but it wanted like to confirm that we were doing something. So then we tested it out, but there was a moment where I was literally like, have people been calling and it hasn't been recording? It wasn't.
Which, guys, so us.
That's so us.
This is, and now this might be a sore subject to bring up, but I do just want to give it as a warning. My brother and sister-in-law, at their wedding, they had one of those phones that you can pick up and people can leave, like, instead of a guest book.
Don't do this to Gabe.
I just feel like I want to warn people. You pick it up and you leave like well-wishing for the couple or whatever, but it's really sweet because you can actually like hear the people saying it and whatever. So it was set up on like during like dinner or whatever and the dancing and stuff. So people all night as they're partying and drinking or going over and being kind and well-wishing, and they're leaving long heartfelt messages, tearing up, emotional. It wasn't turned on. It was never turned on. And then when Penny was born, I did it again because I was staying at their house. And I was like, Penny, you were just born. And your mom and dad are going to bring you home from the hospital today. Nope. Doesn't exist. It's so funny to have it happen twice. Ooh. Anyway, so that's just a warning. If you get one of those, make sure it's turned on. But we got a voicemail.
It's 2.5 minutes. We have not listened to this yet.
Yeah, so we might have to cut it off for time's sake, but just know.
We appreciate
we're listening.
It. Okay, here it is. Whoa, wait, it's really quiet. Hold on.
What is going on with the voicemail app? I can never hear correctly, and then sometimes it's playing speaker.
Hey there, pals. My name is Sam, she, her. Long-time listener, first-time caller. So my summer bucket list, I'll just list off everything I wrote. Number one was riding the convertible. Did not happen. Hopefully next summer, but hey, there's still September.
Yes, exactly. There's still September.
The second one was play in a band or a quartet, which I did. I debuted singing for the first time.
What?
That was kind of crazy.
Oh my God.
The next one was to learn to sail. So my dad got really into sailing, and he just bought a boat, and he's been working on it. It's a little project. So I can't sail solo yet. However, I did help him. I'm, what do they call, crewmate?
Whoa.
And
like we're gonna know.
Yeah.
And then he's trying out this new sail, and it is way, way bigger than we thought it was. Like, this little boat cannot handle this size of sail.
Whoa.
Too much sail.
Turning, and the boat
Classic,
is
too much
literally,
sail.
rolling to the side, to the point where I can touch the water, it's almost coming into the boat.
Well,
but
sailing is not for me.
This is probably normal. Afterwards, he said, no, that's not normal. So
your dad playing it cool.
A little more scared. I wanted to build an awesome sandcastle this summer. Also didn't happen. I lived somewhere without really sandy beaches.
Oh, okay.
However, this is my last summer living in my hometown. I'm moving to the West Coast for school in a week.
Oh my gosh!
And send in a great sandcastle to you guys. And then my last one was I wanted to just, get back into diving. And then off diving boards, not scuba diving. So I work as a lifeguard, and I've had a few times just after my shift, I put on my swimsuit and I just, jump in, have fun. This Monday is my last shift, and I'm going to jump off the 5-meter tower. I think I might do a flip. I'll let you know. Thanks for listening. Love you guys. Happy summer, and I look forward to Halloween. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. Okay, bye.
Sorry, the coolest person in the world just like
crying. That being like, anyway, thanks.
Anyways, I did like, okay, sorry, Queen of the Water. Queen of the Water calling in.
Yeah, oh my gosh.
Did you call in on a
waterman.
conch shell?
And just being like, I sail, and sometimes
I
we touch
sailed,
the water, and
yeah.
that's just how it goes.
My
when
dad
you're
said it
sailing
was
with
really
Papa.
dangerous.
And yes, I believe before I leave gracefully from my work, I'll jump off the high dive and perhaps
possibly do a flip.
Maybe I'll let you know if I do. What was the other thing that they
Build
were like?
an incredible sandcastle. Oh, by the way,
sandcastle, by the way.
I'm making a big move in my life, and I'm going to build a sandcastle. You better send us that picture.
Oh,
I'm so serious, Sam.
please put a P on it.
We believe in this sandcastle so much for you.
You know what we really love doing too? If you're looking for some sandcastle inspo, we're usually building the palace, like a home, like a duplex that we would live in.
Mm-hmm.
So it is a castle in a way, but it's, then we can really be like, okay, here's the dance floor.
Yeah.
Here's like obviously like the movie theater.
The conversation pit.
Oh.
The amphitheater.
But
Yeah.
we're having a regular living room too. I don't want to always be in a conversation pit.
No, I think that there's like a
It's
living
for
room.
special
Our living
moments.
room is the yip yap room. Like that's where we yap.
I can't wait to say, let's take this to the pit. Yeah. That's going to be
Guys,
awesome.
get in the pit.
Hey, let's get in the pit.
So Sam, congrats on an incredible, adventurous, really, really, wow.
I'm feeling a little like my tail
Us
between
being
my
like,
legs.
We couldn't surf.
Be like,
there
we
was so
fly.
much stuff we had to get. Meanwhile, Sam is like
so I
communing with Poseidon.
I had a goal of seeing both the North and South Pole. I only made it to the North Pole, and I got caught up saving some wild penguins up there, so I couldn't quite make it to the South Pole.
By the way, I almost died in the sea. Side note.
Incredible.
That was wow.
Wow. Thank
I
you
feel
so much.
convicted
I
and
know. That's
inspired.
incredible. Okay.
Wow.
Shall we read our next mail, our final mail?
Our final mail. Yeah, I think we should.
For the summer send-off.
To the pals from a pal.
Whoa.
Wow.
Is that beautiful?
Wow. I think I just need a sip of water real quick.
Yeah, hey. Sometimes we need a little water. Sometimes we need...
All right, I'm back. Let me unfold this. Okay.
Nice.
This is from Chandler.
Chandler.
Love that name.
Chandler.
Love that name.
Now,
That's
were your
close.
parents fans of
No.
Friends? Or did you give yourself that name?
Or maybe they just liked the name Chandler aside from Friends too.
That's what I mean. I'm curious.
that's an
I'm curious
option.
the way that
Either
Chandler
way,
came about. Love it.
I've been a viewer of you guys for the longest times, and you guys literally never. This feels so prideful to just read a sweet little complimentary.
We can skip.
It's very kind. We're gonna skip the. I'm gonna skip the first paragraph, and instead we're gonna read it to ourselves.
This ahead, but we love
did.
it. Just because
Spoiler.
it was really fun to read.
It was
to
a
each
very
other.
sweet. It was a very sweet message.
But we're
so-
excited to hear it.
Yeah,
again.
yeah.
But thank you so much for that. It's truly. Thank you.
It beats the world. For a little background, I go work a summer camp for about a month, and even though I love it, being around kids for that long causes major burnout. So me and some of my fellow lifeguarding pals decided to go on a hike to a secret little beach we found out about. All we had was a photo of the beach, a general direction, and a dream. Wow. Yeah, and that's all you need.
Yep.
And each other. Wow.
Yep.
The only time we had to ourselves was after we put the campers to bed, so we decided we would sneak out of cabins and meet at the end of the wood where we knew we had to go.
Oh.
We were not allowed to leave the cabins, but that's what an adventure is about. What's a little adventure without a little rule breaking? So all three of us had come to the conclusion that going on a midnight hike into the woods to a spot that we didn't know was a good idea. Immediately at the entrance of the woods, there was a huge spider web that we had to crawl under to get through. Then we literally just kind of guessed the direction of where we were supposed to go based on, well, that area looks a little bit more clear. We get it. Hey, we've traveled across fences that we shouldn't have traveled across.
I mean, the
in sand
dunes
dunes.
is
You're
it's,
fine.
It's this.
You're in good company here.
Same energy.
As we stumble through the woods, we notice a faint glowing red dot in the distance, and we hear a very loud rustling around us. So we get justifiably scared. We became scared, so we got in a triangle formation with our backs to each other to prevent any advancements. Smart. By the unknown threat of producing the light. Despite us being scared out of our minds, we still want to get to that beach. So I pull up my phone and I get us to the river so we can follow it to the beach. Water.
Incredible.
Look for the water and follow
guys,
it.
you've got instincts, use them.
We decide that traveling in a triangle is not the best for mobility and climbing down small eroded cliffs.
But I bet it was fun to try.
I bet it was really fun. You
I
guys
bet
were
you had
giggling.
some giggles trying.
So we organize in a line that will ensure all of our survival based on horror movie tropes.
Insane.
The guy leading the
Love
front
it.
was buff and martially trained with a bow staff. That's
So,
in all
of
caps.
course.
Yeah. We thought he could pretty safely fend off approaching threats. I was in the middle as I was and still am a gay man. And because of the bury your gays trope in horror movies, I needed to be in a safe position.
It's a real risk.
No, it really is.
It's good to be aware.
Lastly was a conventionally attractive guy who could run pretty fast, so we thought he could run away if he was attacked pretty quickly, and usually attractive guys don't die immediately in horror movies. I feel like that trope is being broken, though, so you got to be careful.
You got to be. It depends on how attractive.
Yeah, are we talking like Final Destination type movie? Because in that case, the attractive guy's almost first round.
Because it's like they can only afford them
Yeah.
for one scene.
With our newfound formation, we made our way to the river and followed it for a while. The only thing to note was that we saw little raccoon footprints, which were so cute, and a snake that we just kind of carefully avoided. Then we finally made it to the
Adventure.
beach. We had the most lovely and whimsical time ever. We brought a huge light that allowed us to actually see what was in the water, and we chilled in the river and played some volleyball. We shared stories from our own lives. Parentheses, we literally only see each other a month every year. That is
Those, and I know we've talked
Wow.
about this, but those friendships, no matter how short they are, incredible.
truly that twilight and huge flashlight illuminated the beach, brought me and my pals closer together.
That twilight and huge flashlight. Wow, that's poetry. That is.
Hey, get on that,
Hey,
bud.
explore that.
Get on that, pal. On the trip back, we assumed our line formations, but made it back to camp without a hitch. I'm really happy that I had my pals there because without them, I probably would have darted out of the woods. Moral of the story, with your pals, you can overcome anything.
We were just so delighted by that.
Tickled.
What you did in the spirit of adventure, because we love that.
Yeah.
We are constantly aiming for that, but not achieving that much all the time. You were crushing
That
it.
was, you were like whimsy maxing.
Yeah, well, and even like
That's
noticing the raccoon, like those are things that you really remember.
it's
the
the little
details.
things.
The
And
little
also
cool
truly the
balls.
magic of those friends that you only see once a year. And it's
Yeah.
like, you're going to remember them forever.
Yeah,
Just like that's amazing. Make sure you're journaling. I'm sure you are.
I'm sure you are.
Come on. And if you're not, you better get on it.
Get on it. Try it out. But yeah, thank you. We as people who went to a college where you couldn't drink during it, I've definitely hiked at night.
Oh,
and
yeah.
that was like very fun.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Because it is like and when you're that young, you're like, ooh, I mean, be safe about it, but it is a little like, ooh, it's fun.
Yeah. All it takes is hopping one little chain fence and you're like,
Don't be hopping fences in parks,
no.
though.
I would say it was more of a fence. It was like more like a little, like one of the strings.
We did it for survival because we were trapped in dunes.
I'm sorry. We were sober as could be, not underage drinking. We were just crossing every once in a while into a public park at night. That was
Yeah.
it. Seriously, that was it. Lock me up.
And was it called Devil's Marble Yard? Yeah. Yeah, it was.
I think it's time for our
Boop, 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 boop.
summer selections, which means we need to
Oh, shoot.
hold on.
Hang
Don't
on.
look.
Oh, it's already. Oh, perfect. Oh, pretty good. Hey. 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 You guys like this?
Summer
Aren't they so
selection.
cute? Millicent made these. If we could figure out a way to ship these to you guys, I would do that because I feel like
I think we could ship a kit. Like we could make it as a little kit. that
Would you
send
guys
out.
truly? We've been talking about this forever. Would you love a little pals kit that would be like, you get it, you can immediately have friends over that night and have a fun little time with the stuff in the kit. Does that sound fun? Just curious.
Okay.
But we wanted to go through our summer selects. Now these are things that we liked this summer that stood out.
things that lit up our a day of our sorry, everything is falling. I was trying to reach forward for my notebook. I can't get a grip of it. Almost knocked over my match.
Now, on the audio listeners, Millicent was keeping it cool. But what was happening over here was she bent down to get her notebook, was trying to keep the pillow on her lap, knocked the matcha over, picked that up, pillow fell off her lap, picked that up.
Notebook's still not in a grip. So,
But we're up. We're here. We're fighting.
but these are our summer selections. These are just a couple of things that lit us up.
It really added to our good vibes for the summer. So should we start with our summer, I guess we said our pop star of the summer for
Our
us?
pop star of the summer.
This was, and kind of it maybe feels like a throwback, but Miss Kesha.
Kesha. She reigned supreme this summer.
Loved her album. I truly do not know how well it did. I have if everyone was
No
like, oh, it's
concept
super
of it.
popular, if people were like, I didn't even know she had an album. I had no idea.
Guys,
Really fun.
banger after banger after banger.
If you are craving like old, like middle school dance music, it's it.
There it is. It's here, guys. There were two songs in particular. Red Flag
Really fun.
And Boy Crazy from
Good
the new
times.
Kesha album.
And it's
just
both
both like
you
really
want from
bouncy.
Kesha. I also really like Freedom. It just takes a long time
Yeah,
to get
it
there.
takes
and I
a
get
minute,
it,
but
I enjoy it. So that was our pop star.
Yeah.
And the song.
Then we had a couple of movie summer selections. Just I would say we covered each genre with movies that we saw that really we had a great time seeing them in theaters.
Yeah. And honestly, we had a lot. I feel like we really enjoyed.
It was a good summer for movies.
We had Superman. Had
I
a great
mean,
time there.
Don't even get me going. The number of edits I have been watching.
She keeps. What's the one you really like?
The Man in the Mirror edit.
And James Gunn knew what he was doing with the slow mo of him saving that little girl. It's perfect for any edit. Right before the beat drops, Superman sliding in to save a child.
Guys,
Beautiful.
Just go on TikTok and type in Superman Man in the Mirror edit. And
Shout out to whoever that was.
guaranteed goosebumps.
Whoa.
Guaranteed
That we need a stamp for that.
goosebumps.
Guaranteed goosebumps. Okay, goosebumps. Guaranteed.
Next one. So that was kind of our blockbuster genre. Naked Gun, the reboot with Liam Neeson. Guys,
Go in. I think I get so mad, especially in comedies when people are like, what are they even doing? Being funny?
having a good time.
Doing something outrageous? Why
Sorry,
not?
you came for a plot? No.
Yeah, or being like,
I came to
that's-
giggle.
When people act like it's too out of reality sometimes, I'm like, but who cares?
Yeah.
I get if it's like really ruining the vibe, but it's like, we're here to laugh. This
Yeah.
make me laugh. It's awesome. Anyway, I don't want to spoil anything, but it's a good time.
Yeah, it's the Liam Neeson and Pamela Anderson. Truly, I couldn't remember the last time we had been in a theater that was like truly laughing so hard all together consistently for like long periods of time, like over an extended period of time. It was great.
Again, there was a scene in the middle that like people were like yelling. They were laughing so hard. Like it was howling in the theater.
It was amazing.
Great time.
It was amazing.
The people were us. Weapons. I mean, if you don't like scary movies, but
Don't worry about it. But if you
Good
do like
time.
scary movies, wasn't that so fun?
so fun.
Had a blast. Theater loved it. I feel like
Yeah.
it gave the internet a lot of really fun content. We did recently see. You saw a couple running down our street doing the weapons run.
Yeah, doing
which
a
was
run,
funny.
which was funny. It's like, look, got him outside.
Yeah.
That's fun.
No, it's great.
It's like Pokemon Go all over again.
F1.
We've talked about.
We've talked about it. I mean,
Guys, we do have to tell you something. Millicent, I was gone for 10 days. I was home for maybe a week.
yeah.
You were gone for 10 days. 8 days.
Yeah.
Being back together. Something's happening.
We had a moment on the couch the other night where we were both talking. We were just having a normal conversation. And some topic came up. And I think one of us, it was something we were talking about the Michael Jackson biopic, right?
Oh,
And how it's going to be a lot of different actors playing Michael.
It's interesting.
And
huh?
I think one of us said it's too many Michaels. And at the same time, it wasn't that we said anything. It was that we both like turned and looked at each
we
other.
laughed about something, and then to come out of the laugh bit, we both did a motion that was just
and
kind
hit
of
the
like
same pose.
a shrug. And I couldn't even put into words what it meant. I can't really tell you why I did it, but I also absolutely understand why.
Yeah.
And she did the exact same
I did the
one.
exact same thing in the exact same moment, and it was just one of those things where we were like, wow, we are so back.
And we've had a few moments like that
Yeah.
of being like, whoa, that was a really specific thing we said at the same time. Anyway,
Summer selection for games. We had a game that we played the most this summer. It is our favorite game. This is not sponsored in the slightest. This
No.
is truly a recommendation if you have like a group of friends and you want to do a game night.
I will say this, if you are someone who gets stressed out by the competitive nature of games when playing, like when you're trying to play at a fun party and not like, this is a game night, we're diving into a game. When you're trying to casually have play at a party.
Yeah. This is the game. It's called Catch the Vibe.
Sorry, Mel?
Adorable packaging. Here's the thing. Everybody is on the same team. We are all trying to get the same thing, and the idea is that you're trying to guess how someone feels about something based on like this fun grid that you make.
So it'll have like on one side, it'll be like social media worthy or not social media worthy. And it'd be like a sliding scale. And on the bottom, it might be like smelly or smells good. Something like that. Like
Yeah.
there's two scales that you're making on Access. And then you might get the topic of like Bernedoodles.
Yeah.
And you'd be like, okay.
Where do you think they land on
Where
that?
does
So
this
then
person do?
that person will put a coordinate on the grid, And then everybody will discuss what they think they thought about it.
And that's the most fun, is getting to
Yeah.
be like, well, I think this person had a Bernedoodle, so I think that they might know that they're a little stinky.
Yeah. And the disclosure is always fun because if you're wrong, then you all get to have a fun conversation of discussing it. But then if you're right on the money, it feels unreal.
We started playing this in Palm Springs for the first time, and I would say very naturally, without discussing it, the first time we nailed it, we all got up and did a lap around the house.
We were so excited.
And we did that at the bar.
And now
we
we've been
went
doing that whenever we played. If you get it right on the money, you get to do a lap.
And it feels very joyous.
Yeah.
Yeah, to link up like that mentally.
Yeah. But that was kind of like, these were things that kind of that made our summer what it was. And
we have, there'll be a little video at the end of this of us, because we're going to our neighbor's house tomorrow for spaghetti and meatballs.
Yep.
And we will report back.
Yep.
But next time you see us,
it might not be us.
We might not look like this.
It's coming. So your challenges to get ready.
Yeah, your challenges get ready.
And it will be weekly, by the way, for October.
So see you there.
See you there. You're gonna watch us lose our minds.
Pals? I mean, community's amazing. I mean, what is there to say other than knowing one another is a gift, and we are basking in that. To get to be in someone's home where they've made you meatballs and spaghetti, that's something special. To bring a tub of Cool Whip to someone's house and have them say, I haven't bought Cool Whip in 20 years, but I love it. Wow. I'm glad we could be that for you. We've just left our neighbor's house. We're almost home now. I have the hiccups. It's been a good night. And you know I'm gonna be spooking her to get rid of those bad boys. I mean, check. I feel like on our summer bucket list goal. Yeah. We got in there. We got in that house. Yeah, we got in the house. We were on a back porch. We were on a back porch. Eating delicious food. Chit-chatting. Learning about these people that we knew nothing about. Truly nothing about. Wait. What's on our front porch?
House. Oh